do it all for making deals on the low, big house in the boat. Got you working 3 jobs, never broke, only grind that we know is just grinding for more. Why them niggas in the kitchen with the work, 2 strikes on the shirt, trying to get it from the dirt. Why you see me going hard on the verse, ain't no telling what I'm worth, 100 commas in the word. Yo, what up YouTube? Welcome to Sinn-Take, man. It's Monday, we up. Hey, we winning, man. You know, God woke us up. Real quick though, if you practicing semen retention and no fap, but you keep on relapsing, there might be a good chance that you're not psychologically fit for this challenge. There might be a good chance that you're not psychologically fit for this challenge. You keep relapsing, and then you relapse and relapse and relapse all over again. There's something wrong up there because you keep letting your mind tell you that it's okay, knowing that this is something that mean, you know, a lot to you. Knowing that this is something that you need to do because you found this and it found you. And you trying to do it, but your mind can't stay focused on the big picture. There might be a chance that you're not psychologically fit for this. And I'm not judging you for it, but this might not be for you. You having relapse nightmares. Because not only is you relapsing, you doing it over and over again. And probably when you start fapping, when you relapse, you probably fapping like 5 or 6 times. I wouldn't put it past you, because if you keep on relapsing, you keep relapsing, keep relapsing, you got a serious problem. You have zero control over your psyche. It's controlling you, it's dragging you. It's almost like you a robot. You relapse, and then next thing you know, you fapping 4 and 5 times after the initial relapse. That's a relapse nightmare. Now you tell me this though. After you relapse like that next day, do you feel okay? Probably not, right? Probably not. Because if you relapse that bad, because that's pretty bad, that means you fucking hitting rock bottom. You hitting rock bottom and you got zero control. I know that can't feel good that next day, from a physical standpoint and a mental standpoint. I don't even want to know what that feel like, falling that hard. And I relapsed 4 times. 4 times. And that didn't feel too good. I talked myself into getting back on that horse and keep going. But it still didn't feel good. So if you constantly relapsing, you trying and relapsing, and not even with many days in between. Cause I've been there. But you hitting rock bottom, relapsing, and then not only do you relapse, you going to the extreme, fapping 4 and 5 times post-relapse, you got a problem. You might not be psychologically fit for this challenge. You're not ready to do what you need to do to elevate. Because you can't tell me after you hit rock bottom and fall that hard that the next day you feel okay. You can't. That's like people that do drugs, right? Now, say drugs just been ruining your life. You know what I mean? You know you just don't need to drink no more. You know you don't need to relapse on pills or whatever it is that's been holding you down, whatever vice that you have. And you made it through your 90 days of rehab, right? Or you made it past that. You probably been sober for like two and 3 years, like me. And you relapse. You know that there is, after that, after you do something like that, you're going to feel like you have no purpose. You're going to feel like the scum of the earth. You're going to feel like the scum under the earth. You're going to feel like there's no God. You're going to feel like you have no reason to live. Now, I'm not trying to say that that's how you feel when you relapse from NoFap. You know what I'm saying? Because I know NoFap and semen retention ain't as extreme as drugs and all of that. But for some reason, it has the same impact. And you got to look at it that way because it's that important. It's that important. I tell y'all, oh yeah, you know what I'm saying? You thinking, you hear semen, you think it's funny. You hear porn, you think it's something to laugh at. You're not taking it serious. You're not seeing the grip that it's had on you over the years. You've been fapping, you gotta understand. You've been fapping and thinking it's okay since your early teenage years. And you still doing it well into your late 20s and 30s. So you see no issue with that. You don't see no stronghold that it has on you. Meanwhile, when you relapse, you don't just relapse one time. You relapsing and fapping 4 and 5 times after that. That's a problem. That's a problem. And even more of a problem if you got a girl in your room. You got to see the issue with that. You got to see the issue. Y'all not looking at it. Y'all just thinking about something that you just doing and trying not to do. Y'all not thinking about it from the energy standpoint. Y'all not thinking about it from the mental standpoint. Y'all not thinking about it from the time standpoint. Y'all not thinking about it from the strength standpoint. You are falling weak. You are falling weak to your habits. You are falling weak to your addiction. But you don't see it that way. You don't see it that way. You're not looking at it as something that's important for your health. You're not looking at it as something that's important for your spirituality. Y'all not thinking about that. Y'all not thinking about y'all energy. Y'all just thinking about busting a nut. That's a relapse nightmare. You living in a nightmare because you caught up into that world of pornography and dirty websites. You can't get nothing done. You can't focus. You can't manifest. You got all these things you want to do, but something like this you can't keep in check. Now, how is that supposed to happen? How are you supposed to manifest and bring your vision to the light if you can't even conquer something like this? This is a demon. It's a demon. Whatever level you put it on, different people gonna put it on different levels, but this is a demon. It's a demon, and you losing. You losing. I'm gonna say this like this. This shit ain't no game. If you want to start getting more out of life, you gotta stick to your guns. You gotta stick to your guns. You could even look at this as a practice for other things that you may be trying to quit. This is a practice for other things that you might need to quit down the line that you know ain't good for you. Don't make relapse in your life when you're trying to cut out habits. Because guess what? I'm going to end this like this. Your weakness when it comes to semen retention and NoFap is going to carry on to the rest of the things that you may be trying to quit and stop. The other weaknesses that you fall victim to, whether it's food, because as you get older, you're going to have to change some of your eating habits too. You probably going you probably gonna be relapsing when it comes to that. So if you're gonna do this, think about that. Think about that. If you can't survive this, then you won't be able to survive the other things and be strong with other shit that you gotta control. Don't be living in a relapse nightmare, man, when it comes to this, man. This is everything. This says a lot about you. This says a lot about you, man. So get it together. Have a good week. I'll holler at y'all later, man. Sin, this Sinn-Take. Peace.
First I'ma get on my grind, then second stop wasting my time on shit less important. If ain't about money, I'm going the other direction. And third, I'ma do what I gotta to eat. Fourth, I'ma sew up the streets. Fifth, I'ma never quit dropping this heat. So as long as I'm breathing, you better get used to me. Sixth, I'ma get